Hello, my name is Diamond Rich, and today's video is about being consistent and having faith within yourself, and most importantly, having faith within God to continue to be consistent. Before I turned this camera on today, I was really questioning if I really even wanted to do this again, being that my last video didn't even get 10 views in a week span. And although I didn't have any expectations, like honestly, I already know it's not going to be a overnight success type of situation. But I was like, I don't want to do this. However, I am one that keeps my word to not only people, but to myself. Because in anything in life, the person that I'm responsible for is myself. And if I give up now, I'm giving up on myself. Consistency is very important when trying to reach your goals in life. You can't give up over the first loss, the second loss, the third loss, because in life, all it takes is one opportunity, one, to change the entire trajectory of one's life. And in realizing that is why I am back in front of this camera. Because I know that there's a bigger purpose on my life and for my life, and that the situation I am in now is not going to be forever. I'm doing what I have to do now to survive, to where one day I will be able to live a life where I can help others, where I can be a resource to others, as well as myself, not having to work day in and day out just to maintain, but being able to do jobs and hobbies, turning my hobbies into things that I really love doing. But this weekend was a weekend of reflection of that, because I did have some disappointments. I had a disappointment this weekend, and at first I did take it very personal, but I didn't react. I was just, my feelings were hurt through the disappointment. However, once sitting and allowing myself that moment to look and reflect and just say, you know what, this is still something that I'm interested in doing. This is still something I want to be a part of, because I understand the bigger picture here. And I know that with my expertise in so many topics, that I would be an integral part in completing this puzzle. So all it took was a simple rescheduling, and to turn that disappointment into the opportunity is still there. In life, you're not going to get everything you want. In life, you're not going to attract every person you want. You're not going to attract every job you want, every house you want, every car you want. Sometimes you're not going to attract it, but in the moment of being appreciative of the things you have, it's okay to be motivated for things that you want, but to appreciate the things that you have now is something that I had a strong lesson in this weekend. Hence the reason for this video, which is just again being consistent, and most importantly, having faith in God and understanding that it's a reason why I'm here. It's a reason why certain people are blessed in my corner and I'm blessed in their corner to be around. It's a reason. It's a purpose here. And I had to, ironically, this Saturday was it was gray, it was raining, so it was really quiet and it was really peaceful. And in a very long time, I was able to really sit in silence and just reflect. Although I'm not where I want to be, I'm far from being in the worst situation possible. I'm living, I'm breathing, I'm healthy, I have a family support, I'm loved, I'm liked, I'm okay. And even though I'm not 100% okay with being okay in the situation that I'm in right now, I'm okay with understanding my time will come and realizing that this is temporary. Being in moments of doubt, being in moments of depression, moments of sadness, these are all temporary moments. And with God's strength and guidance, you can get through anything. This weekend, I had a conversation with someone that I care about, and I had to be their listening ear. I had to be their shoulder to cry on. And I was honored that this person trusted me enough to really let their raw feelings and emotions out to me. And they took my response when they needed me to. When they needed me to respond, I responded, and they took my advice into consideration. So to know that I helped someone get through something that most people would have folded meant a lot to me. And that is why, as I reflected in those moments of silence this weekend, where I'm asking God, like, what is my purpose? Why am I here? What am I going to do? How's my life going to end up? Although some of those questions have not been answered quite yet, there's a preview within some of those answers and some of those questions. And although I'm not 100% where I want to be to really help the people that I love, it's little simple things as far as just shutting up and listening to someone, letting someone vent. And then when they needed me to speak, I spoke. We had conversations. The conversation was not easy, but to get that follow up to say thank you for listening. And because of the words that you said, I'm going to take those into account. That meant so much to me. And that is why I'm saying and reflecting, I'm learning my purpose here on earth. And I'm not where I want to be, but I'm going to get there because you can't give up the first time you lose. You can't give up when it gets rough because a wise person said, anything worth having is worth fighting for. My life is worth fighting for. The life I want is worth fighting for. Providing a better future for my nieces and nephews is worth fighting for. My future kids, if God be willing I ever have any, it's worth fighting for. It's worth fighting for. And that is something that I'm on a mission very hard to do. Um, this week, I'm actually proud of myself that I have some things on my schedule. I'm going to be going to a couple of networking events. I'm going to be trying out a new restaurant this week. Super excited about that. And I'm definitely trying to stick to my goals of living because someone else didn't get that opportunity today. So, not taking life for granted. And again, having faith, even in the unknown. As scary as it can be, I know, you got to have faith because if you don't have faith and you're not in tune with God's words or with God's thoughts and feelings, you will constantly allow yourself to get beat up and destroyed by losses where if you just sit back, reflect, Not take it personal, but figure out another way. Okay, I'm not going to be able to get in through here, but maybe I can do this. Or, all right, this didn't work, so let me try this. Never give up on something that you truly want, on something that you truly love or that you truly care about. Don't give up, because there's a 50-50 chance it'll work or it won't work. But just imagine if it works. If it works, you're the smartest person in the world. If it doesn't, you're still the smartest person in the world, because guess what? You tried. And now you can learn from those mistakes if it didn't work. Doesn't make you any less amazing of a human being, because there are a lot of people in this world that are a lot worse off. So putting yourself in a line of allowing yourself to be used by God, allowing your faith to guide you, and being consistent in your relationship with God, consistent in setting goals and accomplishing those goals. You have to be consistent. You have to be consistent, because my mama always said, words without actions are just that. They're words. You have to put actions behind your words if you want to accomplish things in life. So that's what I'm doing here. After having a conversation with God, again, after losing the bet of starting my YouTube journey, and I was a bit bummed out, I'm not gonna lie. After seeing my views for my introduction video, I was like, y'all can have this. I don't want to do this. But after talking to my friend who really needed me that day, I felt like that was God's way of saying to me, you got to start what you finish. You have to finish what you start, not start what you finish. You got to finish what you start. And I've literally just begun this journey. Realistically, I understood it's not going to be an overnight. It's going to be building trust, building that free space of conversation, hard conversations, but building that trust, building that faith, building that support that will ultimately get to the next phase, and then the next phase, and then the next phase, and then the next phase of life. Because one thing about life, it's ever changing. It's ever changing. Even when you have stability, you still have to adapt to certain changes within stability. And that's okay. That's okay. So I'm back with another video, because I am showing again, I don't have it all together. Like I said in my first video, I don't have no money for no camera, no microphone, no fancy lights and editing devices. And unfortunately, I don't have a lot of time to really give the bells and whistles of camera angles here and there like it's a movie production. I don't have that. But what I do have is just my rawness and who I am as a person, and allowing access to that while getting to know people that are in the same boat as me. Because that's all this is. Like, everybody just wants to be successful in their own lane, respectfully. So the video today is all about consistency, never giving up, and most importantly, keeping God first. Sitting back, reflecting. Reflect on all the positive things. And you can reflect on the negative things too, but don't dwell on them. Reflect, take acceptance of it, but most importantly, move on from it and try not to make the same mistakes twice. But giving yourself grace and understanding that you're a human, you have feelings, you have emotions. Every day is not going to be a good day. Every day is not going to be an accomplished day. Some days are going to be, it feels like L after L, L after L, but just realizing that eventually that major win is going to come, because that's really what it's about. We're all one win away from the goal that we're trying to accomplish, but just never giving up. So I'm going to continue to network. I'm going to continue to connect. I'm going to continue to do more in my community. I'm going to continue to put myself out there in the Charlotte community to be of a resource, as well as a person that people can rely on when they do need certain expertise that I possess, and learning and growing together, because that's what this is about. All 2024, we're not giving up. We're going to keep moving. We're going to keep pushing. We're going to keep grooving. We're going to keep laughing. And most importantly, we're going to keep going on this road to riches in life. So if you guys could please like, comment, subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated. It's free 99. Like, let's put it, it's free 99. Again, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week as I continue on this consistency and creating my walk in faith and my walk in God, and trying to figure out my purpose here in these YouTube streets. So yes, thank you for the people that did support and any future supporters. Thank you guys so much. I truly appreciate it. And let's continue on as we get this thing going. Oh, and by the way, my name is Diamond Rich. So that's why the road to riches is, yeah, that's the memo. All 2024 until infinity, in the words of Buzz Lightyear, until infinity, because we trying to, get Diamond on the road to riches, not just financially, but mentally, physically, emotionally, psychologically, relationship wise. We're trying to be rich in all areas, in all aspects of one's life. So again, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.